Hello, hi everyone, welcome to the channel. My name's Claire. This channel is about empowering you on your twin flame journey, your inner divine feminine, your inner divine masculine. Right, so I'm going to get right into this. Everything I do is channeling, clearing, healing energy, meaning the way I approach every video is going to have something to do with what's going to make sense to someone. They could be real time, they also could be any time. So this could have been like things that have already happened, past. This could be happening presently, like I just said, or this could be things way in the future or a couple of weeks in the future. So, and yeah, so I'm actually making quite a lot of progress today. Oh, I've just realised why. Oh, I just love astrology. So there might be something here about astrology too. So yeah, it's what I mean is I've just realised why, because it's to do with where some of the planets are transiting my 6th house, which is Virgo, which is about cleaning, organising, decluttering, tidying, and I'm tidying the cards. So, those of you that are my OG oldies and people I've had Zooms with recently, you'll know exactly what I mean. It's like, I'm just always forever like, oh, I'm going to tidy the cards, I'm going to tidy the card. And it's like something that I just avoid basically because it's a nightmare. I even had my best pal helping me. Was that last week or the week before? It was, oh, actually, I know when it was right before the solstice. So, that was, it was, that was funny because, yeah, it was like, she basically saw firsthand that as I'm tidying, I mean, she saw that for as long as I've known her, but which is a very long time. But with everything I was talking about, literally whatever card I picked up was backing up what I was saying. It was kind of, you know, I mean, it's always mind blowing for me, but specifically it was very, and it was just different areas of life I was talking about. So it was kind of, whether it was about mine or hers, mostly it was when I was, well, when it's your best pal, you're word vomiting. You know, I was clearing my own stuff when I was talking, but right, basically, blah 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 blah. So, what themes have I spoken about here? There could be things about friends here. There could be things about best friends. There could be things about decluttering. There could be things about getting on with the thing that you avoid the most. So this could be, it could be the exact same thing. It could be tidying up an area of your house, because if you've never heard me say that before, oh yeah, this is definitely going to have something to do with something. One of my many books that I'm going to write, or basically that I am writing, like I've been writing many books over a period of, well, many years, and it's just a case of when I tie different ones together when it's the right time. But basically, one of them will be about clutter and the emotional, you know, the emotions and everything that are involved. Just because of what I've noticed with myself and when I've helped other people with that, both offline and online. But basically, yeah, it was these cards I picked up. So they reminded me of the Capricorn full moon, which we just had one, and then we've got one again on the 21st. So, just shy of 3 weeks away, because we're at the 1st tomorrow, aren't we? So having two full moons, and there's the proverb, so I'll read it in a minute. Having two full moons and one sign is always, it's always a huge big deal, you know what I mean? Like, I always feel like that is the theme that is a huge theme of the year. So it basically means is we're getting an ass kicking an energetic ass kicking, because Capricorn Saturn energy does not fuck about. So basically, yeah, I do feel it's things to do with karma, tough lessons, karmic lessons completing, work, career, calling. And that's basically why I was led to do this video, because I just really haven't. I mean, a lot of the time I'm trying to get in the habit anyway, where I'm not recording anything past Friday night anyway until Monday, because I mean, it only gives me Saturday, Sunday off. But sometimes, there's so much energy, I have to film on the weekend too. So I just really just go with the flow with that. But yeah, yesterday I just didn't want to film anything. That's fine. It was Saturday. I don't actually, yeah, I don't think I filmed anything on Friday either. I can't really remember. I think I'd filmed in advance because I had a client, a soul fam, one of yous, on Friday. So, it makes sense. I was resting yesterday, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, today I was just kind of like, absolutely no way, because I'm just currently, if it is real time or whatever timeline I'm picking up on currently, it's all just like, there just seems to be so much like love spells and black magic manipulation. And yes, this is always going on, right? It's always going on with karmic energies, whether it's present romantic people, or past romantic exes, or friends, or, you know, friends inverted commas, or acquaintances, or basically anybody that could trick you in your life, which, let's face it, is fucking basically anybody. That all really seems to be coming to light. And they're just drawing me the fact as well that it's 1443, so it's going to turn 1444. Now that's significant because the subscribers reached 1144 last night. So I feel like, you know, so when I share the screenshot of when the numbers are a specific number, especially if it involves 144, I always feel it's like a trigger for yous, because I can't be bothered getting into that big long spiel. But when they first threw me on to helping members of the public, which, like I said, it's 9 years ago for under this name, but it's longer than that because I was doing things before. But it was always the numbers that, like, and predominantly it was whenever I was doing somebody's chart, like, you know, that's how they would draw my attention to it, to draw your attention to it, and then directly after, every single person I had a session with was like, what the fuck's going on? Like, I wasn't seeing these numbers before, I wasn't seeing these synchronicities. And that's why I get so bored of saying this, because that is so common now, you know, it's 1444 now. So it's there's something there. Oh, look at that! There could be something significant about Luke. So there could be something significant about the 2nd of July too, because that's when I've made that wee meme thing. So, and obviously, like, so it could be a timeline shift here, because the 2nd of July will be Tuesday. I'm loving that Monday is a first. I kept checking. I was like, is that right? Because that doesn't happen too often. So yeah, when the Monday lands on the first of a month, it's quite satisfying. But so look out for Tuesday, or it could be someone's birthday, it could be an anniversary, blah 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 blah. But yeah, basically that's the point, is that, you know, that I've been used to activate that awareness of the number synchronicity in people that weren't seeing it them, you know, people that weren't seeing it themselves, and then basically I was a catalyst for that. And then so if that's what you know, that's, you know, because just there's basically, what I'm saying is, there was people who would be seeing it themselves anyway, but there was a huge load of people that are on my radar that they weren't seeing that before, and then after the session week, so for some reason they're getting me to say that, right? But I think the point is that if you think about it, if I'm talking about the people that weren't seeing it before, and then they get in touch being like, oh my god, I'm seeing this all the time, because I'm getting a whole wave of people again saying the same thing, like it's like overload, like they're seeing it everywhere. So what that means to me is that's the divine masculine energies, regardless your gender, that's heightened up, it's amping up on your ascension. So it's like, so for instance, that would be like anyone around me at the time, whether it be you know, clients or other friends that did similar, or even like friends and family around me that, like, you know, they would know that I was seeing 1111 and whatever, and, you know, saying it, and, you know, and there'd even be a bit of confusion around, like, all right, I'm, you know, because they weren't awake, basically, is what I'm saying. They weren't spiritually awake. And I feel if you're the same, lots of people could be, well, you could either be that person that's waking up now and seeing it and you get it, or it's people around you. So we'll just leave it at that. So, the Lord is close to the brokenhearted. He rescues those whose spirits are crushed. Oh my god, I'm actually mind blown. I'm fucking, oh my god, I've got absolute chills. Oh my god. Right, the reason... Right, so bear in mind, if you're like, why, what? So if you're new to me, like, when I'm talking about God and I'm bringing things through about Mary Magdalene, Jesus, really anything that you would relate to that stuff, I wasn't brought up religious, so this is literally all just flooding through from my past lives. But it's very so strongly that one of you's actually assumed that I just had been brought up religious and I had read the Bible, and it's like, which I kind of love that's the case, because it's like, I've just been honest, I'm a fucking hiding it. It's hilarious. I just think, wow, like, that's how real past lives are. But I'm so sure that that's what I found when me and my mum took my nieces out for the day to this, it's like a bird sanctuary. It's like a nice wee day out if you're looking for something to do. Like, it's because I'm just trying to think, I don't even think you need to pay for it, you know. I might be making that up. But, I mean, you do, though, because when you go in the toy shop, like, this, like, That's what I'm laughing about. So, oh, I wonder about being the school holidays in the UK. Well, Scotland. I wonder if this is going to have something. But what always springs to mind when I think back to this day is basically my niece found one of like these stones, right? So this one's actually got, look, the virus on the back and the rainbow. So I feel that was literally somebody that knew what that was all about. But she found one of those stones and it had that proverb on it. And I just knew at the time it was about the broken-hearted divine masculines. Now, what's weird about the timeline shifts is at the time of my niece finding that, it was, it was, it was very heightened energy. Because I'm just trying to think, when would that have been? I think it was like, it wasn't quite this time last year. It was like, it might have been like around like mid-March or April. I don't think it was, I mean, it could have been May, June, but I don't think it was. But anyway, I think it was more April. But basically, the point is, it was really significant because I remember I kept picking up on that broken-hearted energy around the masculines at that time. But it could also be that, like, that's coming up again because it's like they weren't then, but they are now, or you weren't now. So it's something like that, right? But that's just what instantly hit me. I'm sure that's the same one because it was something about, yeah, broken-hearted issues. Those, I'll find it in my phone and I'll post it in the community tab because I took a picture of it. But anyway, come near to God and he will come near to you. James 4:8. So again, 4th of August or the 8th of April. The 8th of April was the 8th of April was the, oh yeah, and look, the 8th of April was, so this is, see what I mean about the synchronicity. So again, I've said this the whole nearly 10 years, but it's, synchronicity and serendipity are two of my favourite words. Like, they literally follow me everywhere. So if they weren't following you before you found this channel, they will. If they were following you anyway, it'll probably heighten on top of that. But, which is what I mean by the numbers, I mean? Like, because I'm talking about, like, we're talking about, like, sessions I done, like, 9 and 8 years ago and stuff, that have been a catalyst for people really following their calling and some, like, huge things, which I feel like this might come about here. Basically, it activated the dormant DNA and the people that were working with me at the time to go and get them to do what they were meant to do, because that's what I do for people. And it was, so there's a lot of that going on right now. Everyone who calls in the name of the Lord will be saved. So 21st of February could be significant. So there's something about, being saved by Christ. There's something about being saved by, that's really interesting. What's this one? The prayer of a righteous person is powerful and effective. James 50. So there's something significant about James here, because that came in the last one, and that 16th of May could be significant. What's that? The 30th of August. Jesus Christ is the same yesterday and today and forever. And just, ignore the names if that's not relevant to you. That card is pulling me in. Your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go your worries and feel their love and blessings. I mean, that could be like literally, like, I'm just thinking that could even be for me. Oh, wait a minute. That's so weird. So the reason I'm saying that is because my grandpa was actually called James, and I always forget this because everyone called him Ronnie. I know, don't even, like, what the fuck, it's nothing like it. But I think Ronnie must have been, I don't know, it must have been his middle name. I'm going to have to, I can't even remember what the banter behind that is. It must have been his middle name or something. But his real name was James. And, I mean, he died when I was like 13, so you know what I mean? That was a very long time ago. So again, I'm really sorry if somebody's actually lost a grandparent or something, or maybe it's like a grandparent anniversary or something like that. But this could be anything. You could, James could be alive, James could be somebody in, the spirit world that was a friend, something like that. I kind of more felt a friend when I was saying it. But I'm just laughing because as soon as I said Ronnie, they flashed up the guy in Love Island, because the guy that just got kicked out of Love Island was called Ronnie, which I thought was kind of interesting because it's quite like it's like an older person name. But they must have wanted to pull me to that. This is so not where again, I feel like I've been tricked into this video because the wee alarm thing is going to go off in a minute. This is basically meant to be about calling career. I'm still going to do it. I'm going to do the full moon and Capricorn spread, but just because they're pulling me in on that, and now they're pulling me up to the Toblerone thing that says I love you. Because what kind of sprung me was when this guy's been kicked out of Love Island. That's the same one that I was like, it's like he was basically playing a few girls. You know what I mean? He was just kind of sort of playing the field a bit, and I clearly saw it was like actually he wants the one that's like got tight boundaries, but it's like he doesn't feel like he can match her energy. So it's like he was going for the low hanging fruit because he felt like he had more power, you know, which is, I think it's just good to just sort of call this stuff out from out of the shadows, because that's the way for a lot of men and a lot of women, you know what I mean? That it's like, you know, if you feel intimidated by somebody that's not going to take your shite, like you're going to pick somebody that is going to take your shite, you know, if you're not willing to do the work. So there might be something about that. But what I found, you know, I didn't find it too sad, but it's like, oh, it's a bit annoying because I like the psychology behind it that we're never going to know, right? Well, we might though. When they come out the show, if they get together, I wouldn't be surprised. But basically, then the guy's been chucked out, and he's been chucked out with the one that, well, yeah, you know, like there's no other way to put that, low hanging fruit. Like he's, you can tell it's like he's not that bothered about her, and like they're clearly going to hook up. I mean, that was more than obvious. Like when it was like, oh yeah, well, I'll go and visit her down in Brighton, and it's like, aye, they're going to meet up for like one night and probably never fucking see each other again. But do you know what I'm saying? So they must have pulled my attention to that it's like, you know, this might be a masculine that's like, I don't know, it gave in to lust or gave in to distractions, and then they've realised, fuck, I've actually just, like, I think that guy wanted to sort of play the field a bit, and the thing that's really funny is, that guy's he's a footballer, so, I mean, he either is a footballer or he was a footballer, so there could be something about a footballer here, but I think that's just, that's so cool how they got me to go from James to Roddy to blah, 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 but it's like, I do think there's something about, like, somebody thought they had time. Because I just strongly feel that, and again, you don't need to be in the UK, you don't need to even be watching Love Island, even if you are in the UK, but there's something about what I'm saying that basically he was paired with her first, they looked good together, they got on, they had chemistry, and then his attention went elsewhere. And he played games with her, but then she played a bit of a risky game too because she chose somebody else to teach him a lesson. And the intentions behind it weren't good, and you know what I mean, and then it's all went a bit tits up. So yeah, well, let's just see, because that was totally not what. So thank you, Grandpa, for inspiring that. Absolutely hilarious. Because I probably wouldn't have, you know, I'm overcoming childhood trauma, and I miss you. Now again, I know it's not that deep because it's Love Island, but they are real people. Remember, what I'm saying is that does kind of make sense to me, because reading between the lines, I was like, that guy's got serious avoidant issues, because somebody came in from his neighbourhood and was like, yeah, he's the type of guy that, you know, he's a picture liker, and he's a picture liker and a story liker, and a love him and leave him kind of, you know, one. And I thought, you know what I mean? It's like when you see through that though, you're like, well, why? You know what I mean? Like, why was he questioning that it was... Anyway, let's just see. I've been learning, yeah, somebody awakening. So we're pulling away from the Love Island stuff. It was just literally, you never know, like somebody literally might, something, you know, there might be something about a footballer here, or somebody that likes football, because I'm just being led to the fact that obviously, because I've been thinking about that, it's like, you know, I think anybody, definitely in the UK, or, you know, it's like, I don't think there will be a lot of twin flame action, and if there is, I'd be surprised. It's like there probably isn't going to be a lot of twin flame action going on for the next 3 weeks or so while the football's on, because it's like, yeah, it's just hilarious. I mean, there equally could be, because some men aren't as bothered as others, but you know, a lot are. But it's just, there's just something about. Oh, I fear that if you get too close, you'll hurt me. Yeah, I never expected to feel this way about you. So like I said, it is quite, and I'm not ready for commitment. There is something about that, right? So, but I'm going to move away from it because I can't be arsed. Like, I didn't want it. Yeah, time's up, exactly. But because we opened up that wee can of worms, I do feel like... Let's just pull one of these cards in and then get back to what I actually wanted to do. But yeah, there's something about it. I mean, because there's like, you know, I never get it right, but like one of my ancestors, my grandpa's cousin, I think I think my grandpa may have been quite a good footballer. My grandpa was really good looking too. I mean, that sounds so weird, doesn't it? But he was. Like, he was very handsome. Like, he looked like a famous, I think that's where my mum gets that skin, like, my mum's got really olive, I say this all the time, but like, you know, I'm not telling you my mum's age, but basically my mum's legs look like somebody like 30 years younger than her son. She's got really tanned, lovely legs. And me and my sister basically do not have that. It's like, or my dad. So, but I always think, well, at least it wasn't like someone got that skin and someone didn't, because that would be kind of shit. But like, yeah, my grandpa had like a great tan and like dark hair, and I think maybe had dark eyes. But right, love language, physical touch. A tender touch means so much. But yeah, what I was basically going to say is there was someone in my family was like a famous player for Manchester United or something. Like, I mean, like a really famous one. I mean, I think he had like some kind, yeah, anyway, but I'll do whatever. So, spirit soul path, because it was just when I went to, it was when I was at high school and I went to somebody's house, they actually had a picture of him on the wall, like, because the brother was obsessed with football, so it was like kind of funny. A personal evolution within your relationship, spirit soul path, and self-love. So yeah, I feel there's something about this, that some kind of physical union's coming about, I feel. Because there's an evolution, somebody's like waking up to this being more than physical, and it's because a divine feminine, you've been pouring that love into yourself. Yeah, love language, gift giving, tokens of reciprocity hold cherished memories. So I feel there's like someone's coming to give equally. Your romance is stable and ready to go the distance. So perhaps in the past, this person or you or both of you were like, this isn't sustainable for the long term, we're too different, something like that. That's kind of what it must be, because that's what I'm hearing. Someone was of that mindset. And then they're leading me to the guy on Love Island. That's basically what he was saying. But what I'm saying is, with me being an expert on love, it's not just twin flames, I'm an expert on things to do with love and relationships, because that's literally my background. Is I was always interested in everything to do with that. So I was always really good at helping people with their marriage, their relationships, their blah 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 blah, or being able to suss when somebody was like, whatever. You've got to make your own mistakes too. So I'd have to recognise when things had to play out. But what I'm trying to say is, when that guy was saying, when he basically said to her, I want you to find somebody amazing. Like, basically he was saying like, you deserve to be with somebody amazing. Like, and he was basically saying that's not me. Like, and what I'm saying is, that guy's trying to convince himself of that, but actually he did want her. But there's some kind of deep wound, which is why I feel those cards came out. So anyway, moving on, because that's annoying me that it's done that. It's almost making me want to split it up. We'll just keep it, right? Because we'll keep it in. But basically, the whole point I came to record this one was, I shuffled these for myself, I pulled that out for myself. Your soul longs to express itself creatively. Now, that could have literally just mean coming and filming this video, right? I think it means more than that, though. I feel it's probably got something to do with, that's probably actually got something to do with writing, like, with one of my books, to be honest with you. Your career brings fairness and protection to others who need your help. Yeah, see what I mean? I actually really do think it is, because it's like, who was it that somebody, I think it was somebody recently in one of the sessions had said that, like, in fact, I think both those people have said that to me at different points. Like, I can't wait to read that. But right, let's shuffle and see what comes out. So before the card comes out, what generally was, there is definitely, so that was interesting, because that was the card I pulled for myself, but there's something I feel coming out for, whether it's divine feminine or divine masculines, it must be a whole sort of wave of us, but there's a strong message about you're protected as you change your career, and it's got something to do with writing. So it doesn't need to be literally writing a book. This could be any type of writing. Like, this could be your journaling your thoughts down and bringing stuff together, because I have said that in a session recently, like any inspired ideas that you're getting, like write, you know, I do that, pick it up, write it in your phone, you never know when you might need it, or have a notepad next to your bed, dreams, blah, 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 blah. So let's just see what comes out, because, right, so let's see, let's use mass spec. So from this point on, I'm going to stamp it in the, wait a minute, I'm going to put the timer on. I'm going to stamp it in the, what am I talking about? The comments, right? So, yeah. What intentions, goals are coming to fruition? So this spread that I'm going to do now, you could have this in a 15-minute, realistically 30 minutes would probably be better. But you'll still, you know, I've had 15-minute readings for people that were absolutely what I needed. So just you use your intuition. You can have longer, you can have an hour or 90 minutes, just look at the schedule. And you can only have that if I've met you before on Zoom. Right, so what intentions and goals are coming to fruition? So bear in mind, before I came on here, there was something about you're protected and there was something about your writing skills. So let's see if that comes out again, because that's when I got the kind of sign that someone needs this message. So it must be that someone is, you know, anxious about making a career change, about doing the right thing, you know. Energy healing, your natural energy healing abilities are an important part of your life purpose. Yes, I feel that is definitely tied in with some of the sessions I've done recently as well, and obviously pretty much, like I said, all the sessions I do, because I'm always helping other people that have got similar things going on to me. Like I help a lot of people that are at the beginning of their healing themselves, but I would say majority of the time, the people that come to me to heal themselves, and that can be over a period of years, people are healing themselves, then do go on to want to be a healer for others, you know, because like I've said from the day dot, we're all a healer of something, even if it's that you just make people laugh. Because think about how many people want to laugh, you know, need to laugh in life at things going on, which it's actually a huge part of my energy, because I'm very much Heyoka empath energy, like Joker kind of vibes, like, you know, definitely when I started helping people with ascension, like, you know, like 9 years ago, like people, and remember it was before that, but in public, like, you know, people didn't have a fucking clue what I was on about when I was using things like ascension, names like ascension and that. There'll still be people that lurk that don't really get what all that's about. And then there's obviously people that are completely awakened and you're maybe helping your people with yourself with that. But there's something to do with you've got natural healing abilities, right, that are part of your life purpose. So let's see. Time to decide. Make a decision based on your heart's true desires. Yeah, so oh my, wow, I'm mind blown. Remember what I was saying about the numbers? Look at all the fucking numbers. That's so weird. Someone could be an accountant, side note. But that's why they made me say that about the numbers. Because what's that even got to do with what the card says? So I do feel someone saying like 555, 222, 111, could be specifically these numbers, 777, whatever combinations. Like, what did I see? Before I came to do this, like before I started tidying up and stuff, I was led to 145 in 2 different synchronicities. So someone might need to look up 145. I might actually put it below in the comments. Because like I've always said, again, I get bored of saying this all the time, but they're getting me to say it for anyone new. The only one I trust is Joanne's Sacred Scribes for the angel numbers. And whenever you see the number that's pulling you in and you're like, right, why is that pulling me to it? Just look it up right away. Don't leave it. So, I mean, obviously there might be emergencies where you have to make a note, but what I've found is you have to look at it in the moment or it might not make sense. So make a decision based on your heart's true desires. I definitely do feel that this is like I feel that this is, although it could still make sense for divine feminines, I feel this is about some of the divine masculines, regardless of gender, that like there's something that your soul has longed to do, but it's maybe like a bit taboo. It's like not the status quo, and it's time to decide. It feels like very much like deciding between the, you know, the ways of the old earth and the matrix and new earth. Like it feels like, you know, someone with hidden creative abilities like art or music or writing or poetry, strength, everything you've experienced in your life has made you strong and courageous. Yeah, I really am getting that feeling, like whether this is something in the near future or even years from now, it's definitely that feeling of a bit similar to what I said about myself, like your unique experience like you're meant to write it down and put in a book at some point, which I know is lots of you watching, so that's definitely going to resonate. Support your life purpose fully supports you, but it's somebody that's not very confident with that. This is definitely somebody that, like I say, because I'm now just piecing together what I've said about that random message, which is never random, that's come through about that guy on Love Island. Like, that's what I was getting from it. Like, he actually did want that first original girl, but then he's talked himself out of it and fell into his kind of character and picked the low-hanging fruit. I mean, again, it's nothing personal against the other girls that he went for, but if anybody's watching Love Island like me, some of you'll hear what I'm saying, you know what I mean? It's like, although to be honest, even the one that has stronger boundaries, still, I can see where there is gaps in the self-love, because she didn't fully believe it. Like, she definitely liked that guy. Basically, they liked each other. So that'll be interesting if they end up getting together outside, but we'll just see. You heal, inspire, teach, and entertain with the words you write. Wow. And teaching. You inspire young people to learn. So again, this is, definitely the kind of work that I do. Not only people's inner child, but also children. My background actually is in children for the majority of everything that I do, for those of you who don't know that. Walk away from this situation in order to resolve it. Yeah, there is something here about, and that seems like quite a random card for, I think it's a life purpose card, so it's kind of like, there's something about, like, something that you're being called to walk away from, to focus on infinite abundance. You're fully supported as you devote yourself to your divine life purpose. And I don't use these cards a lot on the collectives, but it's because I'm tidying up and finding different ones. But I mean, that's basically what I said before I pulled the cards out. And by the way, can I just say, I don't even think that was the card I pulled before I came on here. But yeah, so like I said, whether it is about a literal book that is meant to be written, or you writing your ideas down just now because it's going to, like, talk into something. Look, instead of worrying, ask the divine for guidance, talk to your angels. It could even be that when I do a message on Mediumship Monday tomorrow, I might, somebody from the spirit world might inspire me to say even more about what makes sense. But for now, that's satisfied that I feel something needed to come out for someone. So what is my work self-care balance? So somebody's work self-care balance. And so, right, I've kept this full moon in Capricorn one going because, like I said, there is another full moon in Capricorn on the 21st, which is really quite cool because, normally it's like I have to sort of switch that up really quickly because it'll be a new moon on, like, the next new moon is in, so somebody's feeling sad right now, they've pulled my eyes to that. The next new moon is in Cancer. Right, I'm just going to pause this while I get some cards. Right, I was actually only 2 seconds, I didn't even need to pause it. Now, these cards are random as fuck, but that's what they pulled my eyes to, so I'll trust. So somebody's feeling unhappy, joyless, and dejected. And again, I feel it's going to specifically have something to do with your work, your career, your calling. I mean, it could have something to do with your twin flame journey too, but I'm being led to that. What is my work self-care balance? What is this work self-care balance for this person? Parrot, instantly I'm getting gossip here. Listen intently to understand. Archangel Bobcat. Again, this is why I find this so random. It's got the most random angel. Yeah, look, there's something about someone sad about a twin flame journey here. But with there being the parrots on it too, there's definite, I mean, again, this is what I said at the start. I wanted a break from this. So, but it's the message coming through. There's some kind of malicious gossip, which is aka spell work, black magic, has caused, it's just caused sadness in a connection here. Rhinoceros, be strong and courageous. And pig, oh my god, that's so funny. That's all I'm going to say is, because it's only me and the person that will find that funny. How funny is that person? Maintain self-worth and self-esteem. Wow. Okay, I'm not going to call it. You can see the archangels yourself. I'm not going to call them all out, but do you know what else is? So not only was there a synchronicity with a pig when I was talking to somebody last, right? Also, I just pressed record on Charlotte's Web last night. I'm not kidding you. Which is obviously all about, it has got a pig in it, isn't it? Now I'm thinking of Babe. No, it has got a pig in it. Because I was recording it for my nieces. So Also, I'm being drawn to the blue rose. This is about a rare type of love. It can also be about lovers and separation. So piecing together the parrot, again, there's something about someone's having to be strong and courageous, and overcome like self-worth and self-esteem issues. Oh my god, and think how it links back to what I just fucking said about Love Island. That's so mental. Shark. Leader's powerful, peaceful warrior. Yeah, and like I knew this. Like this is now in shark as well. That looks like a jellyfish too, doesn't it? Shark is a powerful power animal to work with. That's one of my power animals because it's very good at getting straight down to the truth of things. But sometimes I see sharks as, you know, sharks can also be like symbolic of like sharks that are circling you. So two very different things. But what I'm getting here is, look, leader's a powerful, peaceful warrior. Like this is masculine energies that's the transition that you're being guided to move into. Bat also, that can be enemies too. See through illusion into truth. Okay, I think I'm liking these cards a wee bit more, but yes, this is about a masculine that's seen that, look, the full moon in Capricorn could have helped with that. The next full moon in Capricorn will help this person to see, or you even clearer, that to see through the illusions into the truth. And again, I feel, this is what I keep saying, these connections are about way more than breaking up two people that like each other or they're in love with each other, that they're half of each other's soul. Like that's bad enough. It's about some of the masculines, all of the masculines. You're all meant to be doing something important, and it's the people around you that are trying to hold you back. And I know that because, like I said, the majority of people I work with are the masculine. So that's the work here, balance. Guidance for reaching my highest timeline at this time. Let's go to this deck. And they are just guiding me the fact that that wee soldier's still kicking about. So somebody's a wounded warrior. They've went through the battles. I'm going to get a tarot because I said that the other day. And oh, wait a minute. Let's just... this deck. So I'm saying because this deck has got two guys fighting. It's got the Five of Wands. It's specifically got two men. So if that comes out, that could be something. And remember at the start I was talking about best friends. So it could be somebody that close, or basically a friend or a close family member around somebody could have been the one that's delayed something or caused disagreements. I wish you understood how I feel because it's got led to that. But let's just see. We'll see. So, well, because I picked this up, tell us about the wounded warrior for... Who this is for? Well, someone's balancing out. I mean, that's a twin flame card to me as well. Someone's balancing out their emotions. I'm being pulled into the fire in the work. Someone's balancing out whatever they were angry about with their feelings. Someone's just basically having to be very patient, and there's balance coming about in a situation. And there's going to be fast movement or a message coming through, somebody travelling towards you or you travelling towards where you want to go. After being blocked, there's the Seven of Wands. So it's not the Five of Wands that come about. What's interesting is what I'm seeing is like this is a divine masculine that's up against possibly like, you know, 6 people. You know, they could all be 6 people all together, like, or like if it was a family or something, or it could be like a friendship group, but it's like somebody that's having to, but that was in reverse. So there's blocks are being lifted. And yeah, like look, and this is, and that card's interesting. It's like this masculine wants to give equally to where they know it will be equal, which is with a feminine with that Temperance card. But I feel as well, like look, the hands coming out here, I feel like people just wanted a handout from this masculine all the time. And that's where this masculine is. So through that, and just kept them juggling, working hard, and sadness and regret. Shit, I mean, look, and there's a sad man in the middle of it, and the card said sadness. And it's like, look, this masculine was just left out in the cold. Like, either, if it wasn't financially, right, this masculine was left feeling out in the cold, abandoned, because they were just being used as a cash cow. I mean, sorry to say it bluntly, but that's what's coming through here. Or this person then literally was left with not good finances. But now whoever this is, they're coming towards you with romance after a time of illusion, confusion, which just came through with other card. They've been slowed down massively though. There's been a rebirth. There's an end to a karmic cycle. Someone was trying to hold this person back from giving the world to who they wanted to, basically, with the 10 of Wands, with the ultimate burden. But the thing is, 10-10. this person is dropping the burdens, or they've already long done that after betrayals. So this is kind of a betrayals from third parties. So again, some kind of betrayal from a third party, which could be romantic, but this could even be, definitely feels kind of romantic, because I'm kind of seeing that as that could be like a divine masculine with like a karmic energy, but this could also be like a friendship group or something. But yeah, some kind of betrayal from a third party has brought an ending to this. This has helped this person see the truth, whatever that is. Yeah, look, now this person's like over spilling with the ultimate love, which this is like repressed emotion. Look, wow, this is repressed emotions that have come up, because there's a heartbreak card. So this person had pushed down trauma, like basically pushed down their feelings for a very long time. And it's like whatever's been triggered, whatever emotional karmic ending has triggered, it could be a memory or some kind of betrayal, has like triggered all this person's love for their twin flame. Because I'm seeing the roses are reminding me of Mary Magdalene. There's something about the 1st of March or the 3rd of January as a random thing, was just, they were pulling me to like 3-1. Yeah, this, and it's a victory. So this is, again, I'm gonna, it's, I love when I get going with the tarot, but there's something there that like, this person being in hermit, like going inwards, they've had some kind of victory. Someone's back, there we go. Remember, when I'm doing this, I mean, I'm very much in my detective energy. Like, I'm just laughing at where the things align in my chart. Like, it is definitely solving a mystery kind of energy. That's what I was feeling. So remember, and what I'm laughing at is like, I just let the words flow. I don't even know what this is going to mean to anyone, because it all feels very random. That's what being a medium's like. But there's definitely something about that. Like, I feel there was a man against somebody, you know. And you know, oh wow, oh my God, I'm actually mind blown. I can't believe I've just been inspired by that right now. I watched this, I'm sure it's called This Means War, and it's about two best friends. It's literally about two best friends, and it could even be a family member that you're close with too, because in that film, they're just telling me to say what's in the film. They're best friends, but one of them, like, they basically call, like, one of them's like saying like, oh, but your family's my family, but the point is they're fighting over a girl. So what I'm getting from this is, this could be like, I mean, Christ, that's like a bit, but yeah, it could be that. It does. I have helped people where that is a thing. So it might not be your thing, but it's like somebody. It could be like the film where it's like two guys, like one is a twin flame and one isn't, but it's somebody close around them wanted the same, like wanted their twin flame. Or if it's not that, they just didn't want the divine masculine to, which I think is going to be I think the latter is going to be the majority of people, but some of them it will be like the exact film, right? That it's like somebody close around you actually wanted your person. So keep a fucking close eye with that shit, regardless of your gender. So I'm saying two guys, it could be two girls, could be same sex, blah blah blah. But it more feels like, you know, for most people it's going to be that it's just a karmic energy didn't want you to be with your ideal match, because they knew that it was part of your life purpose and that it would lead to victory and blah blah. And then you think, oh wow, amazing, people's best friends sound absolutely amazing around them. But that is the message coming through, because I saw that clairvoyantly and it's come out. But the point is, in that film, it's two guys are dating the same girl at the same time, and they're basically in competition. And that's why I'm saying it's like, but it doesn't feel like outright competition. It feels like very covert, kind of hidden stuff here. Look, laugh at your demons. It feels like somebody has, oh, I don't like it at all. It's like somebody has planted it. Oh shit, and that's why. Because I was half asleep watching this film, and I was kind of like, why am I even watching this? But it must have just been to give this message. It was right at the end of the film. He says, look, I have to tell you something. Like, basically, I slept with your wife before you even met her, right? Which, things like that are fucking ridiculous anyway. If somebody's going to be bothered about that, like, do you know what I mean? Like, I've never understood that. Like, it's like, I remember somebody in my past was like, I have to tell you something, before I met you, like, I kissed him. Do you know what I mean? And I'm like, well, thanks for telling me. I could sense there was something, but like, do you know what I mean? Who cares? I didn't know you. But some people do anyway. But the point is it's more just like if you can feel there's something, but you're not getting that's what's always fucked me off. If you're like, nah, there's something, and then people lie to you. It's like, look, just tell the fucking truth, and then the horrible feeling is lifted. Because you could be making it even worse. That's what it is. That's why I'm saying that. They're telling me that. Someone's planted a seed at some point, and this could have been years ago. I brought this through before, didn't I? But this could have been years ago. I'm just piecing it together with the shorts that I've done for today or tomorrow. It was all the hidden. It was literally all the hidden houses. It was the 4th, the 8th, and the 12th. Hidden secrets, and I said it was something to do with love spells or spell work, but this could be what it means too. Long ago, somebody's planted the seed that something happened with someone, but it could be that it did and somebody's making more of it, but I'm more going with, I feel somebody's planted the seed that something's happened and it actually hasn't, because the reason why I'm getting this is because at the end of that film, he's like, but it's okay because now we're even, because you slept with her, and he's like, I didn't, I just made you think I did, and then the film ended, and I knew they were telling me that it was going to be a message for someone at some point, that somebody has planted the seed that something has happened, but that's what they wanted to do. They wanted to get in your head and change the perception about your love interest, but actually nothing had happened at all, or not very much, because in that film they kissed but they didn't sleep with each other. So I brought this is the exact same message I brought through before, but like I've said before, like affecting the parrot card too, that can cause a lot of damage. What's this card? Because it's the heart's hidden secrets. I don't know what it is either. Finality. Farewells leave behind closure. Yeah, so who knows what that means about, but I bet you, who knows what that's about, but I bet you at some point we're going to find out someone, because it feels very specific, like somebody's found out whatever they were told was a lie. It's like I'm hearing that now. That determined it was a lie. Yeah, and right, thank you for backing me up, Spirit World and God. And so 78 cards, there might not even be all of them, but it looks like there is. Look, like the lie card. I've just said that determined that was a lie, and then I've pulled the card that is about a lie. Ace of Swords in reverse is a lie. Lack of clarity. About a lover. Right, I'm done. Choices. Somebody, that is exactly what it is, like that film, because that's how clever my guides are. They lead me to the films. Somebody lied about a lover's connection, so I'm feeling it is that, felt like somebody's was in secret competition for a love interest, and they've lied to put somebody off the set. So like I said, in that film it's 2 guys vying for the attention of 1 woman, but change it could also be 2 women, and it could be a best friend that was vying for the attention of the man that you like, and so they held back information or lied, and it doesn't feel outward, it feels covert. But in the film it's men, so just take it with it. Secret. That's really creepy. That's what I just said, it was covert, it was a secret. Working together, there could have even been people working together on this. Somebody could have been manipulative, Queen of Cups, to get somebody to walk away from a love interest. Yeah, to set their sights somewhere else on a 2 of Cups, like look. Yeah, to walk away from a true love. To envision somewhere else. But then this is the person that was pulled away, has just been left bored. No passion there, because it wasn't their true love. It was like, you know, this feels like someone's given the world to the wrong person, as I pull the world. The Magician in reverse, spell work. The Magician in reverse, heartbreak. Someone's needed to heal from it. They're telling you what's happened. Yeah, it was a false beginning. Something began, but it wasn't happiness. This person's healing from betrayal. Trauma. Wow. Okay, tempted to keep going, but... So, right. Again, they've probably just done that because I watched that film last night. So, if that's you, I'm praying for you and sending you healing vibes if you're open to it. This could be something in the past that's long happened, but it feels like, it just feels very current for some reason. Right, guidance for reaching the highest timeline. Ancient soul, you're an old soul, open your ancient eyes and recognise the sage within. Again, but I feel it's the silver fox. I feel this is about, like, this is what I'm saying, like somebody tried to hold a divine masculine back because they saw the power within you alone. And they've tried to stifle it with whatever distraction, leading you towards people that are going to keep you in a lower vibration or drain your energy and your creativity, just keep you in bad habits, addictions, toxic kind of energy. It also just feels like this person's wanted you to keep them like them. So it feels like whoever this friend is, they're like that, and they wanted you to keep, they wanted to keep you the same. But it's like, yeah, you're now, you've opened your eyes to your higher self. Because remember, this is your highest timeline. And you also now can recognise who your twin flame is. But this could be like the same, it could be that like for a time you felt, yeah, it kind of feels like that. It feels like whoever that guy is, or whether it's a few people, because it feels like it could be a few people, because remember I said 6 people, it's like quite a few people have like managed to convince this masculine that they've not got any power, and I feel that they've also turned them against the twin flame. Yeah, look, soul love, and there's only 2 cards in that deck that are about like true love. The soul is boundless in how it unites with love. Cosmic encounters, soul connections of a higher calling may be sudden. This is such a powerful message, so I'll allow that they've made it, but it's basically, look, if you're this masculine, you've awakened to your ancient soul, and you've awakened to who your twin flame is. That soul love. Wolves could be significant here. Again, wolves are always significant around here, because wolf is one of my power animals. They're also pulling me to that. So even if it's not your power animal, it's a power animal that, you know, guards this channel. But it is a lot of your power animals, so that can be an extra nod to what's important. Resonant truth. Being in resonance with your soul brings all things to light. Things are being brought to light. Whenever somebody watches this around a new moon or a full moon, the ghost dance. Whoever this person was that had a huge influence on you or your masculine, they encouraged your masculine to ghost you. Yeah, getting really, really strong messages, right? What karmic lesson is completing? Well, without even the cards, the karmic lesson is that if you're this masculine, or this is your masculine, they've managed to see through this person. But what I'm getting is, remember what I started saying, like, this is like a best friend, this is like a family member, this is like somebody that's like, because in that film, I have to tweak the message a bit. In that film, they both know, like for like about 5 minutes, they don't know that they're both interested in the same girl. But then they find out, and they are in direct competition, and it's quite funny. They're doing all this sneaky shit against each other. But I know the way they're telling me is that if this is you, if you're this masculine, you didn't know. Like, I don't think you had a clue. Or it's that this person has said long ago that something's happened with your person, and like I said, either it hasn't at all, or something has been twisted. So it's different messages coming through for different. So what karmic lessons completing though? Because I need to bring this to a close now. My throat chakra's going funny too. So again, but that's basically what's been put to a close is like this. If you're this masculine, they're like closing the door on people that have basically led you down the garden path. I channeled this other day. Angel of healing, yeah, and it's like, I can feel that. It feels really sad. It's like this person was tricked by people they trusted, and it's more to do with the twin flames and the love. Because like I said, for a lot of people, it's not that the person stopping you wanted your twin flame, but just bear in mind it could be for some. It just depends how it's resonating. It's that person saw your twin flame was going to elevate you to new heights because of you being together, and that you would do that for the twin flame, and that basically it would take you away from their life in a way that they weren't comfortable with. And it's not like, oh, somebody's taken, you know, because I think that's how karmic energies will twist things, that like, oh, you get with them and you have to leave everyone behind. But it's because it's only the people that's happening to, it's only because of this. Like, the people that are around these masculines, the ones that I'm picking up on, they're like, they're all secret enemies. Like, you know, hopefully not all of them, but seriously, from, you know, again, I keep it anonymous, but people, you know, from all sessions I've done over the past 9 years with people, there's not a whole load of people supporting, put it that way. Wow, yeah, angel detoxification. Remember, the question is, what karmic lesson is completing? Parrots again, gossips, just loads of gossips. Look, 1, 2, 3. Butterfly, transforming. Like, this masculine's having to detoxify their life and heal from these betrayals. Angel of enlightenment, because they've been enlightened. This is basically a masculine that's been enlightened to the truth. And it has got something to do with the twin flame that, like, well, let's face it, with twin flames, it's the twin flame's light that is healing the masculine to see the truth. Whether they, you know, like I've explained before, even if they can't directly see you doing that anywhere, they can feel you doing it. But, which is why you have to keep healing yourself. But, because it's your own energy if it's your true twin flame. But in 33 as well, Jesus, forgiveness, ascension. Basically, this masculine is, when they get to this point, they've already ascended. They can see the truth. But I'm definitely picking up on the moment where somebody sees the truth, which is not very nice, to say the least. Like, where they realise, and again, I'm not going too deep into this, but it's like I've said before, if your masculine is going through that now, or they have in the past, or they're going to, it's because you have. So if you can't recognise the mirrored moments where that's happened, you know, if you get actual proof that something like that has happened to your masculine, I can help you work that out, because I can always see it really easily, because that's what my life purpose is. But I do remember in my own life moments where you're like, a bit like what I'm doing now, detective work, you're like, but why would that person not tell me that? Or why would they lie about that? Or, you know what I mean? And it's a horrible feeling, because you're like, then you start questioning everything. Oh my god. And look, the fucking card fell in the candle. Think somebody got their fingers burnt, but also they're burnt out and they're healing. That's what I was channeling. And look what it fell on. The Jamie Redknapp card. A footballer. When I was talking about, right, this is so weird, because, like, that's just so weird. I was talking about footballers. Angel of relationships. That's the karmic lesson that's completing. Sometimes I see that as two twin flames, but sometimes I see it as a karmic partner. And in this case, I think that is like two karmic. I think that's like a twin flame arguing my karmic partner. Whether, like, that's the twin flame, like whether the DM is the DM. I don't even like saying DF, but the divine masculine is the woman or the man. It doesn't really matter. Like, and something could have been as specific, by the way, as yesterday, because the 29th was yesterday as I'm filming this. So that's really, really specific. But I wouldn't be surprised if that is actually the case for some people. Career angel. This was all about career before it went all the other ways. It's basically someone's being guided to, like, completely change up their life. Fucking hell. That's quite a big message. Right, anyway, I'm going to leave it there though, because Lord knows what I'm going to title this. But again, somebody's being guided to change up their life because of betrayals that are coming to light, either recent or ones in the past, that have kept them away from their calling, but also, like, just made them feel small, but also it's kept them away from their true love. So please like, comment, subscribe. See you later. And again, if you want me to use those questions, then again, book whatever but again, you saw how long this taken, so I can't talk. That's part of the message. Wait a minute, I feel this masculine's not going to be able to find their words very easily. Well, that's two decks together, but I'll mix them up. Why did I get tongue-tied like that? Hope. Yeah, I haven't given up hope on us yet. This person has went through a lot. You saw what they've went through. I just picked up that. Fertility, parenthood, pregnancy, family. So again, I've not got time to fucking dive into whatever that means. But again, I more got drawn to the family bit there. But yeah, this person could have a family with somebody else. I mean, that you could see why that would be even more devastating if somebody's actually got set up a family with somebody that has then betrayed them, but it's just family members, but whatever, however that fits in. Or it could be like, yeah, I don't know if we'll ever change habits. That's what this person was kept in. Soul tie, always feel connected to you, but soul tie can be a good or a bad thing. That soul tie was negative soul tie. People that have held this masculine back, damage, and we're both hurting from this. Yeah, I think, again, let's just end it now, but like that's coming through again. Somebody could have been trapped with a pregnancy at some point. Yeah, unexpected outcome, things didn't go the way I planned. And it's just come out again. I've just shuffled 2 decks and it's come out again. And I want to tell you the truth. So that's going to, again, that last bit is really specific. And then like a feminine, I had to let this go so I could clear my mind. So basically that's really obvious. A masculine's been trapped by pregnancy, like full stop. Not all pregnancies are traps by IVF, but that's definitely what's come out there. This feminine then had to detach while this masculine went through an ego death. But the chemistry never died. I've never felt a passion this intense. Now this could be common knowledge to you, or if it's, or it might not, might be more recent. Receptive, empathy, vulnerable, but truth and intentions are coming. Basically, the truth is coming through here. I'm struggling to get over the past. The truth is going to come through about a curse, yeah. Hex, witchcraft, negative mind. The reason why I'm like, oh my god, is that I watched one from a month ago, and that's actually where I put a video below about, in the comments, about that. Women that curse men, that is a curse. If somebody traps somebody like that, or they lure somebody to something. But anyway, this person's whatever. This kind of feels like this could be present for some because of the timeline thing, but this could be past energy that's all now some kind of truth is coming to light. This person wants a second chance, opportunity to make amends. They're in shock, turmoil, trouble, unexpected. They're in shock about whatever's come through here. Yeah, gossip. I'm afraid of what other people will think. And they missed an opportunity. I didn't act when I should have. But again, that's what, with that last bit, that's not going to make sense to everyone, but it will with someone. It's this person didn't act because they got trapped in a situation. They were meant to. Look, turmoil, unstable, affected, emotional storm, escaping, avoiding, blocking, pushing away. Somebody had to block out the twin flame connection because they couldn't give back. They couldn't be reciprocal when they were, secrets. I haven't told you everything and I'm still trying to heal. So yeah, basically what I'm saying is in that video, you'll see yourself. Like, I spoke about it at the time and I shared the video in the community tab, but for some reason I didn't actually publish it because it mustn't have been, like I said, because Crystal Clear Visions I pick up, look, I've always got your back and I'm proud of you. I pick up on messages that are so far in the future, but it must be like really current right now because they're telling me, they were telling me to publish it, but now I'm definitely publishing it. So, and it was exciting too because it had about like someone's woke up and they're the enlightened masculine. So this too shall pass and we'll be together in divine time. Well, that feels like it fits. You're in your dark night of soul and you'll come out wiser from this and help many people from your experience. Wow, particularly with how this started, I thought I was literally going to be doing a wee tiny reading about somebody that needed confidence around changing up their career. I love and accept you just as you are. It's almost time for a serendipitous meeting, and that card came out on that video I've just mentioned. So I'll put this one out today and I'll put that one out. I'm wearing a red jumper. Whenever your fear tells you I wouldn't want to hear from you, it's just that. I always do. So bear in mind what I said, past, present, future. Don't take on all parts of it. It won't be your story, but if it's your story, it's just going to be confirming things that you already felt and knew. But the best way to get true confirmation about that is to book a personal session where I actually focus on your healing rather than reading the situation. Because like I've said before, with the nature of past, present, future, from personal experience too, people can have the best of intentions, but they could be reading things that are way off in the future. So you got to live your life now. I hope that's the message that everyone gets from me, right? Is to just focus on yourself and live your life now. They've just led me to trust. So see you later.